Hi everyone, this is Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com and I'm here with a super fun beading tutorial. But before I get started, just a quick reminder to check out the rest of our channel, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of our fun content. In this video, we're going to be making a beaded segment like one of these that you can connect to make a bracelet, like in this case. The beads that I'm going to be using to make this bracelet are all from our April 2025 collection, the Celestial Wings collection, hence the name of the bracelet. And yeah, you can get it at EurekaCrystalBeads.com as well as all of those supplies separately. Now, this bracelet is something that I had in mind ever since I saw that inspiration picture. As you can see, it is very much butterfly inspired, I would say, because look at that, there's a little butterfly inside. What I also love about this is that you can make a segment and then create anything you want with it. I think it will be beautiful as a ring. In fact, I might actually make one and post it later to our Instagram, so go check that out. You just continue doing like this little element that I'll show you in a minute how to do. And you get yourself a beautiful ring, and then you can make the bracelet as well, and you have a set. So actually for the bracelet, you're probably going to need like 5 of these segments. That's what I calculated for my wrist, and it's quite average, I would say, and you will have enough beads to make one more segment, so that's perfect for a ring. That's because of these Paisley duos. You have 24 in a collection, so you can get more to make a matching pendant or earring, for example, because these segments can really be anything you want. As you can see, if you connect them like this, they can also kind of bend a little bit, so they will make a great necklace as well. Anyhow, let me maybe quickly tell you about the supplies that you need to make a segment like this. So for a single segment, you're going to need 4 of Paisley duo beads, 4 wave beads, then 6 3x2mm Chinese rondelle beads, 4 6mm round drag beads, 2 4mm fire polish beads, and then going down to the seed beads, you're going to need 2 Delica beads, although I do think an 11 will work as well. I just wanted some contrast in here in the middle, so I used the Delicas from the beautiful, gorgeous mix that we have in the collection, and actually we're just gonna use 2 per segment. So I'm going to be using this gorgeous rusty orange color. Then we're gonna use a lot of 11s, and here I have Miyukis. I do think they're the best choice for this. And then 1 6mm bugle bead for each segment. I know it's a little bit funny to just put out a single bead, but well, I'm just going to be making a single segment to finish the bracelet. That's going to be enough to show you how to make this. Finally, if you're going to make a bracelet, you're going to need a clasp, and here I have a beautiful toggle clasp that was in the collection. It has a little butterfly on it, on each element in the clasp, so I think it's super cute. And I've added a jump ring. And for the other part of the toggle, you're gonna need either 1 or 3 jump rings or a little bit of a chain if you want it a little bit more delicate and dainty. When it comes to clasp, you can also, instead of the toggle clasp, use the button that's also in the collection. So on one end, you just attach a button, and on the other, you make a loop that's large enough so that the button can come through. And I think that would work as well. However, I might have a different purpose in mind for this button. Now, when it comes to tools, you're gonna need a needle, and I'm going to be using, I think it's a size 11 or 10. 12 will be alright as well, but I like to use a larger one because today we're using a 6-pound Fireline in the color Crystal. So that's on the thicker side, not 4-pound Fireline. Then you just need something to cut your thread. Here I have these thread cutters from Beadsmith. And if you're gonna be using jump rings, you want some pliers to open and close the jump rings. And I think that's it. Let's start beading. Wait, I would have almost forgotten. I made this little guy, mostly just for fun as a joke. It's a butterfly, just like the theme of this Celestial Wings collection. It has the antennae and everything. It's cute, so cute. So let me know if you want a tutorial for this one as well, because, I'm not sure if it's going to be useful for anyone. All right, now back to the bracelet. So for each segment, you're going to need less than half a wingspan of thread, and it's super quick to make, so make sure not to blink because you might just miss it. The first thing you do is you put the following beads on your needle. You start with your bugle bead, then crystal rondelle, then 2 Paisley duos, and make sure you put them on like this. So you need to pick the first one up from the narrow side, and from the side that is like curved inwards. So you pick it up like this. And then the second one you pick up also by the hole that's on the narrow side, but in the opposite direction. So you pick it up from the kind of curved, convex side, so to speak. So we go this way, right? And then another rondelle bead. Slide them down a little bit. And then you go through just the bugle bead from the side that your tail thread is coming out of, so that you make kind of a circle with all of the beads. Just like that. Now I pick the same on the other side, so I'm gonna pick up a rondelle bead, then 2 paisley duos, and then another rondelle. And you pick up the paisley duos the same as before, just like that. And now we're gonna go around and through your bugle in the same direction again, like so. Now you're gonna go through the sequence that you just added. So I'm just following my thread. Just like that. And at this point, I'm actually gonna cut off the thread from the spool, just enough to weave it in later on. And with this tail end, because as you can see, the ends kind of meet here, I'm going to tie 3 knots to secure my thread. Alright, so this is my active thread, and I'm gonna add a single delica bead that I picked out previously, and I'm just gonna go forward through the next rondelle bead here, and through those paisley duos, and the rondelle on the other side as well. Now I'm gonna add another delica, and through everything once more. Through the first delica that I added, and you want to end up coming out of or in between the 2 paisley duos. Now I'm going to step up through that upper hole of the paisley duo, just like this. Now we're going to add the 6mm round drag beads in the wave beads as well. So we pick up a 6mm round drag bead and then a wave bead, and you've got to pick it up by whichever hole, but you got to make sure that you go in on the side when it's kind of curved inwards, so on the inside of the wave, I would say, because this is like kind of the bulky, bulged side. I don't know how to express it, but you can see what I mean. And then the other wave bead you pick up from the other side, so that they're like this. And now a second 6mm round drag, and you just go through the second hole of the paisley duo on the other side here, just like this. Look how nicely they place themselves. Now in between the paisley duos, we're gonna add the 4mm fire polish bead. So now you're just connecting the second holes of the paisley duos. In here, the same sequence as before, so a 6mm round drag bead, 2 wave beads that are picked up like this, and another 6mm round drag bead, and connecting the second holes of the paisley duos here. Now our 4mm fire polish, and you go through the second hole of that last paisley duo as well as the entire sequence that you first added in this row. So through the round drag bead, through that 2 wave beads, and the second drag bead here. You pull everything tightly together, and you're ready to start adding the seed beads. I'm gonna pick up 5 11-ohs, and I'm gonna go directly through the 4mm fire polish. Make sure that the beads are placed on top of the paisley duo. Another set of 5. And now you go through the round drag bead in here. Again, both of the wave beads. And the round drag bead on the other side. 5 on the other side here. Through the fire polish. And the last 5. And now what you need is to be coming out of the seed beads. So I'm going to go through all of the 5 first seed beads that I added. And now I'm going to add 4 seed beads on top of this fire polish here. So I pick up 4. And I go straight through the 5 seed beads that I have here on top of that Paisley duo. Now 5 more seed beads. And by seed beads I mean 11 O's, of course. And I'm going to pass through the free hole of the wave duo that's in the middle between those round drag beads. Just like that. Look how nicely this outline is coming together. Now in between the wave beads I'm going to put an 11O, then a rondelle and 11O through the free hole of the wave bead here. And you want to make sure that they arrange themselves nicely like this. 5 11Os again. Now you just go through the seed beads and then the wave beads on the other side, creating this lovely outline. So 4 11Os on top of the fire polish, 5 on top of the drag bead, then 11O rondelle, 11O between the wave beads, 5 11Os on top of the round drag bead, and that will be it for our outline basically. Now is the part where you're going to connect your segments or attach your clasp if this is one of the kind of last segments on either side of the bracelet. If you're making a pendant, you would go, I would say, to the rondelle that's around the edge in the outline, and then add some beads around it and maybe a veil through them, and that will be your pendant. You could also attach an earring finding in there. That will be a lovely earring, just going like that. But if you're wanting to make a bracelet, here's what you do. So if this is just a connecting piece, what you do is on one side, you just add a single 11O in between the 2 pairs in the 4 beads on top of the 4mm fire polish, just like that. And then you just secure it by going back through the 4mm fire polish, then back up through the beads and the bead that you added, just like this. And then you go on your merry way around the edge towards this side, and that's where you connect the pieces, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but now we're going to connect the clasp. So for this bar part of the toggle clasp, you're going to need a little bit longer chain to fit it through the loop part of the clasp. So I prepared 3 jump rings. I'm going to connect them and the clasp. There. And now you either want a single jump ring or 3 of them because of the orientation of this loop in the clasp. So we want this to be like this for the bracelet to drape nicely around the wrist. And we're going to make a loop with our beads that's going to go like that. So if you just add 2 or you don't add any, this is what you're going to end up with, and we want it like that. And that's why you need a ring that goes like this first one or the third one. Anyway, you're coming out of this middle bead in here, and what you want to do is you're going to pick up 4 11Os, and then your clasp, and then you go through that 11O that your thread was coming out of, tighten it all up, go through the beads twice more to secure this connection. And one thing you can do to make it a little bit more decorative is you can go through that first bead once again and add an 11O in here, go through the next 2 beads and add an 11O before that last bead here. There it's kind of just a little bit more decorative and in line with those connections that I'm going to show you in a minute how to make. Right, now that we have our clasp attached, we may go through to the other side to connect this last element to the rest of the bracelet. On the other side, my thread is coming out of the second seed bead on top of the fire polish bead. I'm gonna add a single 11-0 in the middle here as well, so I'm gonna go down through the fire polish bead and back up, just like that. I'm gonna bring in the rest of my bracelet, and I'm picking up 2 11-0s. I'm gonna go up the same seed bead in the previous segment that I made. I pick up 2 more seed beads, and I go back through the one that my thread is coming out of. I'm gonna go through all of those beads again to secure the connection. And I will go through the first of the 2 beads on one side of this connecting bit, and I'll add a single 11-0 between them to make it a little bit decorative. I'll go through the first of the 2 beads on the other side as well, and do the same in here. Now that this is connected, all that's left to do is to go through some more beads, tie a knot, and weave in both of my tails. And the bracelet is done, made, inspired by, and with the beads from our April 2025 collection, which you can get at EurekaCrystalBeads.com, of course, as well as all of the individual beads and components that are used in this video. I really love how this turned out, and I love how it looks on the wrist. As I mentioned, for most wrists, it's going to be 5 of those segments, which gives you 4 extra Paisley duo beads in the collection, so there's 24 of them in the collection itself. But if you want to make the bracelet a little bit longer, not like a full segment longer, but a little bit longer, you can add extra 2 rings in here or on the other side in here. Or another thing you can do is you can add some of these tiny little segments, so you just add an extra bead here on top, in between these 2 on top, and then you make another loop of seed beads around it, just like you did in here. So that's another thing you can do. And to reduce the length, you can of course reduce the number of jump rings. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and let us know in the comments if you like the collection at all, and if you like the design, and if I should make more of those tiny little guys, or and show you how to make them as well. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!